Hey, thanks for checking out our show. If you like what you hear, we have tons of additional content at patreon.com/themedialunchbreak.
Welcome.
Who the fuck invited you?
No, I'm saying welcome to you.
Yeah, and I'm saying who the fuck invited you? Are you saying welcome?
No.
Okay, great.
I'm welcoming you.
To what?
You don't have to invite me. I'm welcoming you.
So the question really is who the fuck invited me? And the answer is you.
Yes.
Well, fuck you then.
Yeah.
I've decided I'm starting this episode red hot.
Oh, I like it. Sexy. All right. Why are we starting so red hot?
I don't know. I just want to get into a fight.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get into a fight. This isn't working because you're in a
very agreeable mood. Yeah.
I'm agreeable today. And you want to start a fight, but I'm like, let's start a fight.
This Is Us sucked.
What? Sucking?
No, This Is Us, the
Yeah.
TV show
Okay.
that you famously really liked.
Was
terrible.
That's
an old bit. It's not really a bit. I didn't like it and you really liked it.
Yeah, this is true. That's true. No, that's fine. It doesn't bother me because I just know you're wrong. That's all. You're categorically wrong. So
When you're wrong, it bothers me a lot.
it doesn't bother me that you're wrong. I know that you're wrong and I know that I'm right, and that's fine.
It sucks. It's a bad show.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Sure. Hey, tell me more about how Hamilton sucks as well.
No, Hamilton at least I understand because it's in English. No, I understand. Like, I get it. I get the hype around it, and I'm glad it exists.
Uh-huh.
That's the other thing. It's like the Broadway scene is too white. Still, we need more people of color and more shows that invite people of color to be part of it and blah, 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 blah.
Unless they're going to hire you and then white it up.
It's like 2 or 3 different jokes went through my head, and I was like, not appropriate, not appropriate, not appropriate. So we're just going to move on.
Oh, yeah, because... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because God forbid we make an inappropriate joke on this podcast.
Yeah, they were borderline cancelable.
Okay. All right.
But I'll just, I don't know, man. Unless, if they want to hire me, I'll play Hamilton.
You'd be a great Hamilton.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do every now and then think about, like, I wonder if I could do the king. If I could be the king. If I could be king, whoever the king is. King English. Kinglish.
Kinglish.
Yeah.
As he's known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good nickname.
I don't know, actually. Not that you could, like, you could sing
I
it.
can do a solid Stewie Griffin impression. That's really all it is.
Yeah, it kind of is. You're right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying.
Which is also just a David Attenborough impression.
Yeah.
So really you're doing an impression of David Attenborough. Or who's the other guy? Who's the scientist? There's a scientist who sounds exactly like Stewie Griffin. And I don't...
Bill Nye. Carl Sagan.
Great guesses. But no, he's...
Wait, no, that's not his name. What's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, it is Neil.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was
Sure
like,
is.
it's a Neil.
Richard Dawkins. He sounds exactly like Stewie Griffin. He sort of talks like this, and it's dead on. It's so strange, and he's also anti-trans.
And he's also dead.
It's a bad guy. No, evil lives forever.
No,
he's actually
okay.
not. He's done a lot of really good things for science.
Talk to me about how he's anti-trans and say he's done really good things. Keep going.
No, good things
goes.
for biology, bad things for sociology. He's one of those guys. He's nuanced.
Sure.
He's a nuanced guy.
As many bigots are.
Pretty sure he was in the reading assignment for today.
Oh,
Not actually. Because he's a bigot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We made it there. We'll talk about it.
We'll get there, or we won't. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen?
After we talk about Daredevil, which I still don't know why they named it that, but
yeah, because they dared to be evil. They went out on a limb.
Who did?
Well, we'll talk about
Richard Dawkins.
Richard Dawkins dared to be evil, and it worked for him. Look at that.
Yeah, it sure did. He's definitely rich.
He's definitely
a very famous
doing very well
scientist.
because we're talking about him, and you know what he's not doing?
Talking about us. Yeah, he's probably listening right now. Richard, if you're listening, write a comment.
Fucked. I mean, write a comment. Sorry,
but also that.
Yeah. Drop dead, but write a comment first and then drop dead.
Football head Stewie Griffin, motherfucker.
Is Richard Dawkins football headed?
Stewie Griffin is.
I know he is.
Yeah.
We've met Stewie Griffin. I understand. But Richard Dawkins, I can't, like, if I saw Richard Dawkins, I'd be like, who are you? And then he'd be like, I'm Richard Dawkins. And I'd be like, oh, get fucked. And also, who are you?
Was Stewie nice in person?
He was fine. celebrities sometimes they're not, they turn it on for the camera.
Yeah, like we do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And which I'll be doing shortly. But
any minute now.
I haven't quite turned it on yet. Yeah.
I wait for it to turn me on.
Oh, well, that happens pretty frequently, doesn't it?
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm upright.
Don't say that after talking about being turned on.
Other than that, I'm breathing.
Okay, great.
I'm
great.
Never fucking better, Chris.
Can I just say, for the listener who can't... Nope. All right. Fuck
you cannot.
Great, then I won't. You know
Good.
what? I won't then. I was going to, but I won't since I can't.
Fuck, now they're going to hate me. They're going to be upset with me. Just say it.
Okay, for the listener who can't see this, if you're not on the Patreon, it's a very green shirt that you're wearing. It's very
a workout
green.
Shirt, and I did not work out today.
Well, I'm going to put you through the ringer, so you'll be sweating by the end of this.
Fantastic.
Okay, so it's a good thing you wore your athleisure shirt.
Yeah, it's actually I'm not going to say the name of it. If you're on the Patreon, you can look. It's you're not going to be able to see it, but it's
No, it's too green. I can't see it.
It's the shirt. It's a shirt that was given to me by an employer when I worked for them to wear at that establishment.
Is it the one that I know you for? That employer?
Probably not.
Former? No. Oh, it's not this employer.
No.
Okay. Like any of them are listening. Like we could say it and they'd be like, fuck you for mentioning us.
Well,
like
yeah, for sure. No, I don't work there anymore, so they have no reason to listen to this to try to get me fired.
Exactly.
Anymore.
Unless they call up and they're like, hey, you're rehired and you're fired again. Just because fuck you.
Just for good measure.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Yeah, just Richard Dawkins picks up the phone and goes, get fucked.
Get fucked. That's how he talks in real life. What if that's how he talked in real life?
What if he had like a Brooklyn accent?
Yeah. Get fucked. And
hey, yo.
Hey, yo, it's Dawkins.
It's Dawkins what?
It's fucking...
DJ Dawkins. That's right. I'm a DJ on the weekends.
That's right. And get fucked. And we're like, Jesus, all of this was so unnecessary. All of it.
It always is. It always is.
Yeah.
Much like this intro.
Which it always is.
Yeah.
And it's also way too long. You notice that?
I did.
Intros are too long.
It's because the celebrity charisma or whatever we were talking about turned me on. So now it's too long.
Should I start the show?
No. Give me anything else.
Let's keep going. I don't have to start the show.
Great.
Yeah, let's keep the intro going.
What else does Richard Dawkins have to say?
Oh, man. I was going to be like, I don't want to say it. He's
like, you're telling me this whole Siberian orchestra is trans?
Oh, man, that was a stretch. You're really proud of that, though, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I stole it from someone else. But
you did?
Yeah, I don't know. It's some TikTok. I don't know. I saw it a while ago.
Oh, that's the problem there.
You're the problem.
Dude. Am I the problem?
Oh, shit. Hang on a sec.
Oh, shit. Are you not recording?
Hang on. I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. Richard Dawkins says to get fucked.
Welcome to the Media Lunch Break, bringing up your comic geek and movie news all the time it takes to eat a good sandwich and get fucked. My name is Chris Triebel. Alongside me, as always, is my co-host Andrew Dunn. Say hello, Andrew.
Enough time to do that if you're doing it right.
It's true. Oh. And if you do it any longer,
see a doctor. Oh,
guys. Okay.
Talk to a doctor.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah, you should do that too.
Yeah.
All right. If it's any longer than 30 minutes, it's just disrespectful of the other person's time. They got things to do and places to be. Okay?
And if it's any longer than 30 minutes, your pizza's free.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Also, pizza and sex have a lot in common.
Why is that? I don't have either one often enough.
Getting it from the wrong place can give you a pretty bad disease, but also even if it's bad, it's still good.
All these are true. All three were true. Yeah, it's good. Is this long enough? Should we just stop now and start the actual show?
Yeah, probably.
I've done the intro.
Yeah.
So we could have started the episode.
Yeah.
We could have started the episode like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we kept on
going. But then
going.
we wouldn't have made that great pizza joke.
That's true. We wouldn't have made the great pizza joke. You're right.
Yeah.
And that's what the listener came for.
Yeah.
And so we should just leave. And if you're listening to this, get fucked.
Get fucked.
Andrew,
Uh-huh.
what are we talking about today?
Well, people probably think that my opening joke for Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is going to be full of blind jokes, because I always make blind jokes about Daredevil, but that couldn't be further from the truth, because I have to keep the people on their toes. And they'd be able to see right through something like that, so I'll turn a blind eye to it for now, and I hope our listeners can look the other way. After all, the quality of a joke is in the eye of the beholder. So don't look now. I'm obviously not talking to Daredevil here on account of its crippling blindness, but it's time to talk about Daredevil Born Again Season 2, starring Daredevil, the 5-time last place loser of the International I Spy competition. Chris,
Ow.
What did you think of this season?
You'd think he'd stop entering the competition.
You would think.
Right?
You just can't give it up.
Yeah. I like that poster.
It's a good one.
What did I think of this? Is with the question.
Yeah, what did you think of this?
I really enjoyed this, actually. I always forget how much I enjoy this show because it comes out, and then I watch 8 episodes like bing, bang, boom, and then it's done. But I really, really like this show. It's really good, and they don't have enough of it, and they should have more. Season 3 is already wrapped. We'll get into that, but I really like this show. I really enjoyed this season. I think it was not that it needed to be an improvement from last season, but I think it's better than last season. I'll go out and say it. I'll go out on a limb and say it. Is Kingpin Trump? Yep. Sure is. Are there other things that happened in this season that happened in real life at one point? Yes, there is. Yeah. But yeah, I think the cast is really tight. I think the plot is really good. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. What did you think of this season? What did you think?
Yeah, I really liked it too. I think on the point of the sort of political adjacent stuff, the references to things going on in current events, if, you watched that show, if somebody watched that show and didn't like it, my friend Richard Dawkins has a message for those people.
Yeah, I bet he does.
And,
DJ Dawkins.
Yeah, because comics have always been like that, right? Like, I'm actually a little like, and we'll get into this with the reading assignment, the next topic as well, but I was a little like, yeah, where's this been? Like, it's supposed to have a message. Comic book entertainment is supposed to have a message. It's supposed to say something. It's supposed to stand up to the people in power. They just haven't lately. Like, there really hasn't been a message in Marvel, at least, for a while. And certainly not in the MCU. So it's been great to see that. It's been great to see them have a message. And frankly, if you're on the conservative side, you could see this and think, oh, it's an allegory for Mamdani. And if you've been watching the propaganda, it'll mean the same thing. If you've been watching enough Fox News, you'll be like, oh, it's a socialist,
No matter what side you're on, you'll see whatever you want, basically. Yeah.
It's great. It's really good. There are problems I have with it that are mostly small. They're usually like sort of acting problems or like I just don't like some of it feels a little heavy-handed at times.
Yeah.
Part of that is also from the direction of some of the episodes where they like really literally put things in slow motion to show certain things that feel a little weird. As an example, there's a part where like someone's relative gets taken into custody and they're holding the relative like back. And the person is already in like a paddy wagon driving off into the distance and the officer is still holding this person back. And I'm like, why are you holding this person back? And then the paddy wagon disappears in the distance and the officer is still holding the relative back. And I'm like, what is going on? Just let them go. What's happening? And it's clearly for aesthetic. Like they're trying to elicit an emotion out of you. That stuff doesn't usually work on me. I usually have the opposite effect where I'm like, oh, okay. You don't
have emotions, and that's why.
I'm going to prove you real wrong in about 30 minutes because I love you so much.
Aw, stop it.
I think the cast is really good. Here's a weird small issue I have with this. And it's not really an issue. I don't quite understand what it is, but so Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio are both executive producers on this show.
Oh, yeah.
It often feels like they have different writers from the rest of the show. And I don't know if that's just because, one, they're in charge and they can do whatever they want and they're smart, so they just change the dialogue to make it something more interesting, or maybe they have better ideas for their characters that, are you going to say no to an executive producer when you're the director or whatever? And so I guess we're making this change on the spot. But their dialogue and their plots are fascinating, interesting, complex, deep, believable, compelling, exciting. They're incredible. Right. And then sort of all the other, I mean, Deborah Ann Woll does a great job as well. Karen Page has some great stuff. But beyond those three, everyone else is kind of just there. And a lot of their dialogue is very stiff and strange. So I don't know if you look at the writers list for this on IMDb and it's like 20 people. So I don't know, maybe Charlie Cox has his own writer, or Matt Murdock had his own writer or something. Wilson Fisk has his own writer. But there's a little bit of weird stuff with some of the dialogue. I want to get into some of the cast right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
We've got Charlie Cox, who plays Matt Murdock in Daredevil. Amazing from the get-go, like from the Netflix shows. Insane that he was even cast as this character, and yet he does an amazing job with it. On the flip side of that, Vincent D'Onofrio is a guy who, as soon as we saw his name in the cast list a million years ago, we were like, oh shit, yeah, he's the Kingpin. Obvious choice.
Yeah.
Great choice. Yeah.
And he gets better. I feel like he gets better every season as well.
Yeah, I think he's not a comic book guy. So I think he's starting to he's starting to gel in this world. He's starting to feel how he sort of forms in this universe a little better every time.
I think also, like, kind of to your point, though, of the writers, I think they're writing his character. Not that they weren't writing his character poorly before, but I think it
was a little one-dimensional in the Netflix. It was a little one-dimensional.
I think this last season, especially, the first season of Reborn was really good, and I think they wrote the character really well. But this last season, I think they really found a depth to Kingpin that hadn't been really mined as much in seasons past.
Yeah.
Like, there's a third dimension of this character, like, as evil as he is and all the things that he does in this season, he's still, a good villain is the hero of their own story.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this, you really go like, no, I see it. I understand what you're doing is wrong, but I understand why you're doing it.
Yeah,
and like that you are really the hero in your mind. You are really trying to help people and do something right here.
Well, and there's an episode of this that I think I told you about this. There is an episode in this, and I don't even remember which one it is. I think it's episode 5 or 6, where halfway through I was like, this is the worst episode so far. And then at the end, something happens that makes the Kingpin very, very emotional. And Vincent D'Onofrio gets to go on this like 5-minute silent journey, like this no dialogue little thing where the camera's just on him.
Right.
And I think, like you said, it is a testament to the writers. But I think it is also a testament to, as good as the writers are, Vincent D'Onofrio is up there with them.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane how humanizing he makes this character.
Yeah, he matches the writing. He matches it punch for punch.
Yeah. And we skimmed over Charlie Cox, but he's an amazing, he is. First of all, he's got to be like our age or older, right? I mean, him in that shape still is crazy pants.
It's nuts.
And also just like he fits that role so well for someone who is not anything like Matt Murdock in any way in real life. He does a very, very good job with it. You can still see the immense internal conflict happening just beneath the surface at any given moment. Did you just look up his age?
I did. He is almost to the day exactly 1 year older than I am.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's older than us.
Yeah.
And man, I have a hard time just, getting up in the morning. So I can't imagine how he's hitting the gym that much other than with hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of dollars.
Yes.
Deborah Ann Woll does a good job. Karen Page, she's got more to work with in this season than ever before, which is great.
She definitely has way more to work with this season.
She has a lot of internal conflicts going on.
Everybody has more to work with this season than they did last season.
Yes.
I feel like.
Yeah, I agree with that. But there's also not a lot of people back. And here's the other problem I'm having. I don't remember what happened in the last season.
That's fair. But the people who are back, I think they gave more to do.
Yeah.
They gave them a lot of last season was set up.
Which is good.
Season.
That's a low bar, but that's the right thing to do for sure.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard, I am loving this renaissance that Matthew Lillard is having.
Yeah.
He's evidently just been cast in some sort of James Gunn DC thing. I don't think we know what or who he's playing yet, I think.
We don't know who he's playing, but I do know what it is.
Is it the next Superman?
Yeah, it is.
Very good.
It is the next Superman. Yeah. Yeah, we're having a Lillard
Sans. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to love here. All right. Hot take, everybody. hot take, listen in.
Okay.
Get ready to clip this
Okay.
and
Okay.
put it all over TikTok as like podcaster has a stupid fucking take, but here it is.
Yeah, there's breaking news.
I agree with Quentin Tarantino. I don't think Matthew Lillard is a very good actor.
No, I don't think that's a hot take. Go ahead.
Okay.
You finish.
I don't know. When that whole thing happened, I saw so many people being like, he's fucking wrong. Matthew Lillard's the great. I think Matthew Lillard is a man who has withstood. He's an actor who has withstood the test of time. He has proven that he is one of the kindest people in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And I've always said, and we've talked about this probably on the show multiple times, the only 3 things you need to be a good artist are to be on time, to be good at your job, and to be a joy to work with. And you only need 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And I think if he shows up on time, which I bet he fucking does,
Right.
he's good enough to work in this industry,
Right.
regardless of his whatever I think of his talent or lack thereof. He seems like one of the kindest, sweetest people. I've seen so many videos. I've heard so many personal takes on meeting him. And every single person is like, he was the last person to leave the building because he wanted to make sure everybody got a photo or got a signature or got to talk with him. He spends extra time talking with all of his fans who come to meet with him. His first few conventions, he refused to even let people pay to see him. He just wanted to talk with people. And it wasn't until like an agent or a publicist was like, hey, you need to start where I'm going to make you start charging for this.
Right.
And I think it was largely because it was like, you don't have enough money to pay me. You know?
Exactly.
And so like he only did it because he had to. And meanwhile, you've got people charging like $500 for signatures and shit like that. And he's still on the low end. The dude who played like fucking Shaggy, which is like so iconic and shit like that. So it's really incredible to see him getting more work again. Couldn't be happier for him.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think here's the thing, because I don't think he's the greatest actor in the world. I think he has a very specific thing that he does. And I think he has like a voice. Like I think that is singular to him. And something about him, I will say this, and I don't think this means like, oh, he's very underrated or anything like that. I think he is very good at popping on screen. Like when he walked in, his first scene, when he walks in with the gyro and everything, like he does feel different than everyone else in that room. Like there's he walked in and I was like, oh, what he does on screen is very different from what everyone else is doing on screen right now. Like everyone else is very else on book, very much like these are the lines and we're interacting here. And he just has something that he does. And whether it's like he is allowed to ad lib around a line or something like that, but he can make a line seem like it's very much like I'm just making this up as I go along and I'm ad libbing around it. And I think that's just what it is.
Well, and to me, that feels like how I would word it is it feels inauthentic to me. And it sounds like you're sort of saying the opposite. It feels more authentic because he's the only one who's like not sticking to a script. But to me, what I get from him is often inauthenticity. And every time he shows up, I go, fuck this guy. But the cool thing about this, and I hope maybe this is what we're starting to see as people who know how to use this.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I think when at
the end of that thought is that that's great for this character. Right. He is inauthentic. And every time he comes on screen, you want people to go, oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when he is casted correctly, like his breakout role in Scream or this, where it's just like you need a guy who's a little just off frequency.
Yeah.
Then he really, really pops and you're like, oh, this guy's great.
Yeah.
Like this guy works really,
and especially
really well.
In scenes with Wilson Fisk, who is incredibly like things have to be the way they are.
Very regimented. Yeah. Watching them act together. I remember like the one scene there's the dinner scene, like between the wife and Vincent D'Onofrio and Matthew Lillard.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like, I didn't mean to offend. And he's like, well, you have. Yeah. I was like, I can only imagine even behind the scenes what the two of them are like. Like, do they even get along? Because one is very much a regimented actor who is like, I come professional and I'm ready to go and I got my lines and we're going to do this and I'm, in it, and again, I don't know that this is Matthew Lillard's process, but he seems like the type of guy who's like, yeah, these are the lines and I'm going to kind of go around what we're doing and everything.
Yeah, well, his characters always feel like Matthew Lillard, right?
Right, exactly.
And I don't know if you know this, Vincent D'Onofrio, like actor studio style method actor.
Yes, he is. And that's what I mean. I'm like, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Do these two even get along behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Because it feels like it was like these are two different tastes that may not taste great together, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah, exactly.
This, you know,
it's interesting too, because they're both sort of playing villains.
They are.
And there's a bit of a like my enemy's enemy is my friend kind of thing that's trying to happen throughout the show. That is really interesting.
Yeah. I really like this Charlie character. I'm really excited that we will potentially see more of him throughout the MCU.
Yeah, I have something else to say about him, but I'm going to put that in the spoiler section because it is a spoiler. I also want to talk a little bit more about some of the other cast. I don't think anyone's doing really as much or as well as the people we've talked about. Oh my God, someone just like started a fucking motorcycle.
Someone got you a motorcycle.
I wish. So I could sell it for money to feed myself. Tony Dalton.
Just you, not your family.
No, fuck them. Richard, are you around?
Yeah.
Where'd Richard Dawkins go? He's around here somewhere. He'll pop up.
Yeah.
Tony Dalton as Jack Duquesne or the swordsman. He's fine.
Yep,
he's there.
He's there.
He's doing his thing.
I forgot he was there, but he's there.
Michael Gandolfini doing his thing. He's there as well. He's fine. Seems
more like his dad every time I see him.
I agree.
Which I understand because he's his dad's son. So there's that.
And yeah, he has more to work with, and he was in the first season, right?
He was in the first season. That's what I mean. Like he was another one who had like a little more to do this season.
Yeah.
And so can kind of, you know.
Yeah, he's fine. I don't know. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
And then Janae Walton is BB Urich, also fine.
Also fine. Also there.
And we got a couple cameos that I think we'll talk about in spoilers. I'm going to move that down to spoilers. Okay. Because there's a couple special faces that show up. I actually kept waiting for one, and it didn't happen. So we'll talk about that as well.
Ooh.
when we get to the spoilers.
If we get to the spoilers.
We might not.
You never know what'll happen.
I know what's going to happen.
You never know.
And yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. It's pretty good. Check it out if you have.
Yeah.
I almost said Netflix, but it's not on Netflix.
Nope.
It's on Disney Plus. Nope. Is the other one on Netflix still?
No, it's on Disney Plus.
Well, I know it's on Disney Plus, but I wondered if it was on both.
I don't think so. Let's see. Let me double check. But I think it is just on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney minus.
I see what you did there. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Daredevil. No, it is not.
Wow. They took everything.
But you can watch Craven. So there's that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot diggity damn.
You can watch Craven and then you can top it off by starting The Flash.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Quality all around.
I would recommend starting with the last season
of The Flash.
Yeah.
And then ending with the last season of The Flash?
No, yeah, just watch it on repeat. Start with the last season and then decide if it's worth going through the rest of it.
Wow. Okay. I'm sure after 9 seasons, if you start on the 9th season, you'll understand what's going on.
Here's what I mean by that. And I'll just to lay this home for everybody listening.
Yep.
I have seen the first 8 seasons of The Flash as of 4 years ago.
Sure.
I have not watched the last season. I went through all 8 seasons and I still can't be fucked to watch the last one.
So if someone could watch just the last season of The Flash and fill Andrew in, he'll fill you in on the first 8 seasons.
That sounds like a great idea.
And then everybody can go home.
Yeah, actually, I might not be able to make it to that, so I'll have Richard Dawkins go for me, but he'll be able to tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I promise.
DJ Dawkins.
DJ Dawkins. Bio. Do you have anything else you want to say about this before we go to spoilers?
No. Speaking of the cast, I forget who plays him. I can look it up in a second. But Bullseye is, I think, really good. He's another one. Oh,
yeah. I meant to write his name down, but I forgot. He's good.
They gave, again, another character where I'm like, they definitely gave him a little more to work with.
Yeah.
They kind of make some mentions of things that if you haven't seen the Netflix series, you might want to watch it. It's not like necessary. Like I haven't seen the last season of the Netflix series. The one
you're
I'm
in,
and I believe I die in.
Christ.
But they make some mentions, and also some characters come back. There's an episode that is like there's the obligatory flashback episode. And I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I think they kind of filmed like it was the Netflix series.
Interesting.
It felt like that to me. And I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That they would do that. Like all the flashbacks seem to have like slightly darker tone to it.
Yeah.
And lit a certain way and everything like that.
I thought you meant they were lit. They were like really good.
Oh, yeah.
They were lit.
They were fucking lit, bitch.
Yep.
DJ Dawkins.
Okay.
All right, we're done with that bet.
We both give this a recommend, right?
Yeah, we're giving it a recommend. Yeah, you want to get into spoilers?
Yeah, let's get into spoilers.
Yeah,
so spoilers.
Yeah.
This is a minor spoiler, but did you catch who? Because I didn't catch this, but it's on the Wikipedia page, so it must be true.
Yes, Matt Murdock is Daredevil.
Holy shit, but he's blind.
I know.
And a lawyer.
Yeah, that's even worse.
It's way worse.
Yeah.
It's way more debilitating.
Yeah.
Charles, played by Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Do you remember who he said his boss is?
I missed it.
Yeah, me too. But again, it says the Wikipedia said points out the episode that he says it in, and I was like, wait, what? I think her name is Valentina.
Oh yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he works for her. So this ties directly into the MCU.
Yeah.
And Thunderbolts and shit.
Right.
So I wonder if we're going to see him again, like in one of the movies.
That would be good. I mean, he seems like that type of character who's like a getter of talent.
Right.
And so, he's one who could definitely cross over between movies and show. Like he's.
Yeah, for sure.
That
it's a little weird that he's in a TV show. Like he's a movie star.
Yeah, but he's doing conventions and shit.
I know. But my point is like he's more, I think it's more like it would be more likely to see him in a movie than a TV show. So, there are a lot of times where like you have TV actors and you have movie actors.
Right,
and
I know what you're saying.
He cut his teeth on movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's a part where Matt Murdock says something about his friend who's a nurse. And I was like, are we about to get...
Night Nurse?
Yeah, I cannot remember that actress's name.
I can't remember that actress' name.
She was married to my senator. Or they dated.
Cory Booker?
Yeah. They might have dated.
Oh, Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. I forgot.
Yeah.
That Rosario Dawson is Night Nurse.
Yeah, really?
I forgot.
She's great in that show.
She's
really
one of the
best characters.
I'm not saying that she's not. I'm just saying I forgot.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah.
And then we've got Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. And for one episode, Mike Coulter as Luke Cage fucking shows up.
Coming in with a beard and a half.
Big old beard. Yeah.
Big old beard. And they are setting up hard kind of a Heroes for Hire type of thing.
Oh, is that what you got? I got Defenders, but what were you talking about?
Well, basically that Iron Fist and Luke Cage were overseas doing something.
Did he say what?
I don't think he did, but it seemed to insinuate that the two of them were together. Or maybe I just wanted to.
I think you just read
that
into that. Yeah.
I read into that hard. I think, but I feel like I'm not alone. I feel like other people are going to read into that.
I would love to see what the fuck he was doing.
But that's what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of series showing what they were doing or what Charlie employs them to do.
Yeah.
Who, spoiler alert, well, I don't know, we're in spoilers. What am I saying?
Yes.
But what Bullseye is now going to be doing.
Right. Yeah.
I would see a whole show of Bullseye. And you know what? If it's Iron Fist, I'll take Iron Fist. But to see the two of them together in a show, basically a villain and a hero, being like, you got to go overseas and topple this dictator or something.
Yeah.
And, Iron Fist is trying to still be a hero and Bullseye's like, no, you just fucking kill all these idiots. What are you talking about? Here, look at this pen. Watch this. And he just kills 4 people. Done. And now we go home.
I also really like in this show that like there are big changes. Like things happen, characters die. Yeah. Like main characters are dying all over the place. Wilson Fisk's wife dies. James Gandolfini died a while ago. Michael Gandolfini dies in this.
Yeah.
There are big consequences that have substantial impacts on the future of these characters, which, I remember watching like Echo was an example where I was like, so nothing's different. Nothing has changed.
We have a problem and then we end and everything's the
even
same.
Hawkeye, which was granted that one was more of a like, it's just a fun Christmas thing. Don't worry about it.
There are consequences.
Yeah, major consequences. Because that's a thing that I always think about all the time where it's like, they used to be very worried that people would skip the shows. And so they were like, well, we don't want people to go into these movies and not know what's going on. And there's, you know, certainly an element of that here where like nothing really has consequences on the films that's happening in this show. But there are big, big consequences. Right. Which is fascinating. This show ends in a crazy fucking way that makes me very, very excited for the third season. With Wilson Fisk being sort of impeached out of the mayor seat. Yeah. And I'm just very fascinated to see where they're going to go with this.
Wilson Fisk is like the Napoleon of New York, basically.
Yeah. He very nearly goes to jail forever at the end of this.
Yes. And I really think it's fascinating that the DA made a deal of, or not the DA,
whoever.
Attorney General made a deal of just fucking leave. Just go.
Yeah, just go away.
This is so bad that I don't even think we could prosecute you if we wanted to. So just leave and we'll say it never happened.
Yeah, we'll call it even.
Yeah, we'll call it even, which is a deal no one would ever make.
Yeah, I think he was worried that the Kingpin would show up and just punch his head in.
Oh my God, he just punches so many people.
Do you have anything else you want to say about Daredevil before we move on to the reading assignment?
I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
All right, great. You ready to move on to the reading assignment?
Let's move on to the reading assignment.
Chris?
Yes?
And I just want to point out that I have spelled your name here with a K. I love a story where the good guys lose. It keeps you on your toes. But this week's reading assignment, Superman Smashes the Klan, isn't about that. No. This week's reading assignment is about my personal favorite pastime, a tradition as American as eating an apple pie while getting a mustache ride from Teddy Roosevelt on the 4th of July. I'm talking, of course, about punching Nazis. And I can hear the people saying, but Andrew, the Ku Klux Klan aren't technically Nazis. And I hear you, but my fists can't tell the difference. Chris, what did you think of Superman Smashes the Klan?
Yeah,
because this is technically for some reason your reading assignment.
Yes, or even though you've never read this before I have,
and it's a DC item.
It's a DC item. Yeah. We'll get into what you think about it in a little bit. Okay,
we sure will.
I remember reading this the first time. This last time reading it as well. I kind of felt the same way. I like this a lot. It's kind of quaint in its own way as well. I think it's a really interesting way to tell this story. Setting it, for those of you who don't know, who have never read it, it's a Superman story, but it's set kind of like in the era when Superman was created, about the 1940s or so. And they kind of stay true to who Superman was back then. Like, he doesn't fly, he's still discovering his powers, he runs on power lines, things like that. Which is all true from like the old comics and everything. So this was a really interesting way to tell this story. And it does have this kind of quaint, old school kind of feel to it. So I think it's something different. I think it's really interesting. I really got to know what you thought of this.
I fucking love this. It's great.
Of course you do.
I have a couple small problems with it, but it's largely, this is made for me.
Yeah.
Like everything about this is, I'm going to level with you. This is what I meant when we were talking about how you were like, yeah, but you don't feel emotion. I cried through like this entire thing.
Really?
It was hard for me to read some of it because I had tears in my eyes through most of it.
Okay.
I am such a sucker for like a coming together, like a whole community looking out for the smallest guy, you know, kind of story.
Yeah.
And so like I'm a very hopeful person as well. So like hope gets to me as well, which Superman is all about. And I think this tells a hopeful Superman story really, really, really well. I think this is my favorite Superman story that I have read.
Yeah.
I think this beats All-Star for me, which was my favorite one before this.
Right.
It is an interesting way. There's a couple small spoilers, but I don't think it really matters.
No. I don't think so. Like I said, I think this is kind of one of those old school quaint stories where it's like you can read it and it's not a big deal to know what happens.
Right. One, we always say like if the reason your story is good is because of the spoiler, or like if your thing is ruined because of spoilers, then you don't have a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think this is so. Yeah. He starts off just having those original powers. He can't fly. He doesn't have laser vision. I'm drunk.
I believe it's called heat vision.
I don't
Andrew.
give a
Thank
single
you.
shit.
Okay.
But they do a good job with like this is not only just, this is one of the things that's fascinating to me about this. This isn't just a story about Superman fighting racists, which it could have been, and I still would have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
This has a reason for existing, which is just that all of a sudden Superman kept getting new powers because they wanted to make him more and more powerful as time went on.
Sure.
And this shows why he gets those powers all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's a really interesting, cool way to do that. And you can sneak that into a story that is largely about discrimination in the 40s and sort of systemic racism. My biggest complaint about it is it's a complaint I always have with stuff like this.
Not racist enough.
It's not racist enough. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, no problem.
If it could just have thrown in a couple N-words.
Yeah.
Or like,
sure.
You know, or just talked about how rap music makes it feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Or that it crosses the street when it sees a person of color walking behind them. Something like that. You know, would have really. No, what I wish it had been, I mean, a little bit the opposite. I wish it had been more subtle.
Yes.
I always wish that the enemies are harder to discover. I wish that it's like they're more ingrained in the culture and it's less of a like, well, gosh, he sure is saying hateful stuff. And he's like, there are obvious villains in this when I kind of wish like their local doctor is like a member of this. And he's like, well, yeah, and it's not that I just feel like our town is, and especially if they can be like, not you guys. You're a doctor.
Right.
We're not talking about you and your family.
Yeah.
We're talking about these other vermin that are coming in, or something like that. Something that there's a moment in this, again, this is a very minor spoiler. By the way, I should say this is about a family of Asian Americans who have come here from China.
Yes.
Yeah, because they speak Cantonese.
Yep.
And they move from, I think, Chinatown Metropolis.
Yes, correct.
To like sort of the suburbs
like the
of Metropolis.
Suburbs of Metropolis, like an outer. Think of like an outer borough of Metropolis.
Right, and that sort of brings the Roaches out of the woodwork as the Klan, who it seems like people didn't even realize was still around in Metropolis, starts trying to move those people out of their house and back to Chinatown, or ideally for them back to China.
Right.
This is a very minor spoiler. There's a part in this where the daughter of that family runs up to a police officer to ask for help. And the officer is like, no, everybody, your people get help all the time from people like us. And so I'm sure everything's fine because you guys get more than everyone else. And I was like, oh, so he's a member of the Klan. And then there's this big twist quote at the end where it turns out that police officer is a member of the Klan. And I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. I almost wish that officer had like gotten out of his car and helped her for maybe another couple issues before it turns out that, and you can go back and reread it then and see, oh, he was intentionally leading them in the wrong direction or something like that. Right. Because they walk among us, right? That's kind of the issue, the real issue that people of color experience in this country is like, you can't tell. Right. You can't always tell by what the people say or what they do, how they actually feel about you. Yeah. Another thing that I wish had been touched on more, and I think they sort of hinted at it for a little bit, but I think it's a very subtle message that they put forth, which I like. I like that, but I do wish it had been a little bit more on the nose, is that the reason Superman is okay is because he looks like everyone else.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And there's a small element of that where like he almost gets in trouble for discovering that he has these powers as a child, like in a flashback. Right. And they call the police because they think he's a demon or whatever, like literally possessed by a devil. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And so the police officer shows up and it's like, I'm sure it's fine. It'll be okay. There's not a demon in you. Is there, Clark? Oh, you don't have any special powers. All right. See you later. As opposed to maybe we could have seen a scene where something similar happened to the neighbors down the street who were a different color at that time or whatever.
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Something that's like, they get treated differently, and that the reason he can get away with stuff is because he looks like all the other white people.
Yes.
I did also really like, there's a really great scene in this that I won't ruin it. I just want to bring it up to you and share this with you. There's a great scene in this where he goes to a circus.
Yes.
And that whole segment is fucking fantastic. And it's everything that is missing about Superman in all of the movies, in my opinion.
Right.
I'll say this part about it. There's a part where someone is trying to look different, and it's not Superman, it's just some random background guy. Right. So he hunches over, he talks differently, he's got like a little bit different hair. And then you see him again and he's like standing up straight. He's letting his muscles show.
Yeah.
He's got a different outfit on and nobody believes it's the same guy except for Clark. And you can tell he's like, that gives me an idea.
It's an explanation for part of Superman's origin story that is like almost never told.
Right.
Yeah.
And I really wish that there were more. I wish that we saw this more in film.
Yeah.
Where like he's really, I mean, we see it with it's the biggest compliment I can always give to the Chris Reeve version, where he is actually a different person. Like he talks differently. He's got the glasses. He's hunched over. Like he walks differently, carries himself differently. It's a different guy.
Right.
And we just don't see that. There's a little bit of that in James Gunn. Like I can sort of believe, but they even know that that's not the reason they're, they say like, I've got these special glasses that make it so people can't see that I'm the same guy.
Right.
So he doesn't really need to do that. And I just wish that we could get back to that. And this does. It's just really, really, really good.
For a comic that is about racism, it's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It is very light in that regard. Like I said, it's kind of whimsical almost in that sort of way.
Right.
It is an old school story. I like that. This could have been a very straightforward, and it is pretty straightforward, but it could have been a very straightforward story of like, there's racism in Metropolis, but Superman stands for good and he's going to fix it. But they add this element of like Superman discovering himself. Yeah. And also, so there's a theme not only of otherness, but also the idea of like when you are someone of color, you feel the otherness all the time. Yeah. And you try to conform so you don't feel that otherness for yourself. And the idea that Superman also feels this way, that he is different and knows it all the time and would like to ignore that part of himself instead of embrace that part of himself.
Right. Instead of recognizing that that's what makes us all strong.
Yes, exactly. And what makes us special. And what I like is that, he could easily come, and that happens with the kids. The Asian kids are kind of like the main characters in this. And it could have very easily been a story of the Asian kids feel this sense of otherness moving into this new section of town. And they just want to conform and give up their heritage and give up their culture and give up who they are. And Superman swoops in and saves the day and says, no, kids, you're special just the way that you are, and that type of thing. Yeah. But the idea that Superman feels the same as they do adds a humanist to him or humanist, that's not a word. Humanity to him.
Sure. I think humanness is a word, but you can use humanity if you like.
Yeah, it adds a humanity to him and a depth to his character in this that I think with lesser writers, you wouldn't see. Sure. I think the easy way is to have Superman be the all-powerful Superman.
Yeah, the beacon of hope.
Exactly. And in this, like I said, there's a humanity to him where he's like, no, I feel the same way as them. Yeah. I'm also grappling with this all the time.
And realistically as well, he doesn't really figure out how to deal with it until he sees them deal with it.
Yeah. And it also kind of, it does kind of leave it in this nice sense of like, they have a sense of who they are and that they want to embrace this and everything, but that this is the beginning of the journey for them. Yeah. That it's not all just like said and done. It's not over immediately. Like they're not like, oh, we figured it out and everything's fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this is the beginning of their journey of going forward and embracing who they are, Yeah. So like I said, in the hands of a lesser writer, I think you would have gotten something a little more simple.
I agree.
They add an element to it, which is really kind of interesting.
Yeah. I also like, and you touched on this, I find I'm starting to think the best way to do a Superman story is to make it so he's not the main character. Yeah. It's really fascinating to like see Superman through the eyes of a child because the main character in this is like an 8-year-old girl, or I don't know how old she is, but she's a young girl.
She's a young girl. Yeah. I think, you're right. I think it'd be more interesting to tell more stories through the eyes of people who live in Metropolis. Like the idea of like, we live in this city where this like godlike figure is around all the time and can swoop in and save the day. And what's it like to be in that city and be just an average citizen under the constant threat of whatever is around us. But also this guy can just swoop in and be like, hey, I fixed everything. Here you go. And then just leaves out of nowhere. And you just kind of live with the aftermath of that.
Yeah. It's also an interesting, I really want, I don't think there are any plans for a second volume of this.
Yeah.
I would love a second volume because I think there's an element in this as well of like, how do you dismantle a system that is deeply rooted in the mechanics of an entire city, right? Like it's
ingrained almost in the DNA of the city.
Right. Yeah. And you start to see like there are pretty high positions of power in the city that are in like part of this group of people who are trying to do this. So I kept waiting as well for like, there's a part where you find out who like the grand leader of the Ku Klux Klan in Metropolis is. And I kept waiting. I was like, oh, is it the Penguin? Is it going to be Lex Luthor? Like Lex Luthor seems too easy of a choice, but then it's just some guy.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. But I kept waiting for like, what's the next thing?
Yeah.
And the epilogue on this is crazy long.
Yeah.
Like there's a part where like it's all done and then you've got like 60 pages left.
Yes.
And there's a lot that continues to happen, which is great. Like I loved that there was more, that I thought it was wrapping up and then it just kept going. It was great.
Yeah. The epilogue in this is almost like a twist. It's not quite a twist. Like it's not big enough to call it a twist, but it almost feels like a twist because there is this turn where you're quote unquote main villain finds out something about the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
Which is even crazier, which I loved because here's the thing. I'm kind of glad that this is one volume and done because I think then from there, it just becomes another Superman story. Yes, it would deal with like dealing with racists and dealing with like this thing. But I think the idea is like the whole theme of this is this is here. It's ingrained in this, but how do you deal with it on a one-to-one level? Like how do you deal with it on person-to-person level?
Yeah.
What are the changes that I can make to combat this, as opposed to like Superman swooping in and stopping this evil force, which then is like a Superman story that we've seen a ton of times.
I think it would benefit to have a second volume if for no other reason than we can finally see Superman say the sentence, "Oh, come on, some of my best friends are Asian," because now he's got some Asian friends.
You just want to see him punch more Klans members. That's
I
really
sure
all it
do,
is.
man. If it could just be like 250 pages of him just punching people, punching racists, I'd be very happy with that. I do think though that there is a possible very good story in like who else in Metropolis, what other positions of power and how high does it go are members of this group.
Right.
And how do you dismantle that? Like, how does one guy who all he can do is like punch things, fly, shoot lasers out of his eyes.
Right.
How does he dismantle a system? And it's obviously the answer is he can't. And so you get like a broader community story out of that.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there.
It'd be very difficult to do, but I think in the hands of a good writer, which this clearly is.
They are.
Yeah. I think you could do some great stuff with it.
Yeah.
We should say as well, this is written by Jean Luen Yang and has art by, I'm going to get this wrong, Gurihiru, I think is how you pronounce it. And it's funny, too, because as soon as I saw like some of the derogatory slang that is used in this, I was like literally like the third page. Someone's calling someone a ching chong. And I was like, this had better fucking be written by an Asian.
Yeah.
I turned to the cover and I was like, OK, good. OK,
you're like, thank God. All right.
Which also there's an element of that we haven't even touched on as well, which is that like this is clearly written by someone who has experienced similar events. Like this is someone who has a history in being an outsider in the United States. Yeah. And it clearly comes across that way. Like this shit is the reason why, like we talked about Sinners and we were like, nobody, like we could hand the script for Sinners to a J.J. Abrams or a who's like literally the most famous fucking director of all time.
Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg is the name I was trying to think of.
Hand
it to a Steven Spielberg or a Scorsese. Right. And it would come out fine.
Yeah.
But it would not come out with the historical, emotional depth that a Ryan Coogler can bring to a Sinners. And I feel like this is the same thing. Like this is so uniquely the writer and the artist's voices.
Yeah. I will say this about the art, because the art is like, I think if you were to flip through this, you'd be like, the art is fine. But when you start to realize the story takes place in the 40s, right? It has that history of like the old school Superman. He's got the black, S to it and everything. Like it matches perfectly.
Sure.
It's just one of those things where like art and writing come together and synergize in such a way that it makes sense that it's this simplistic art to it that works really, really well. It matches the era that it is, that the story is
Which is funny to me, because I think this is something that we have a personal preference differentiation on in general, because I don't think the art needs that, and not needs, but I don't think it's made better by that. I think it is exactly my kind of art that I like to see. It's like a Squirrel Girl style, or like when we talked about, no one's going to know what this is, but Mr. Beaver. It's that like sort of Cartoon Network style. All the faces are pretty round and bright, and it's very colorful, and it's silly looking, but like I really like that style of art. I think it catches my attention, probably because I spent every single fucking school morning watching Cartoon Network, watching like Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo and all that shit. So I love the art as well. I think it's incredible, and the story and the artwork, like you said, I agree, go hand in hand very, very well.
They go hand in hand together. Yeah. I don't have much else to say about this. This is definitely a recommend for me.
Yeah, same. I don't think I have anything else to say either. It's really, really good. I posted a bunch of pictures of it in my stories on Instagram because I was like, Jesus, just some of the visual tableaus in this of Superman picking up 2 Klans members and yelling at them, or like 5 Klans members trying to get him in a headlock, and he's just like, what are you doing? It's like, some of it's really good. Stupid. I know, it's fantastic. Yeah, and everyone should read this. It's incredible. Yeah, get it, read it.
The Klans members are portrayed as, I will say, I like that the Klans members are portrayed as foolish, but not like just completely bumbling fools. Where you go,
right? Yeah, they actually have some pretty good plots that happen in the third act.
Right, exactly. And so like they do seem like an actual threat, and not just like it wasn't written of like, oh, they're racist, so they're stupid. You know what I mean? Like
again, this does a great job, and this is sort of what I was getting at about a potential second volume. The threat is not to Superman. The threat is to everyone else.
Exactly.
You're not worried about Superman at almost any moment in this entire story. Right. It is largely like, is he going to be able to stop these people on time before they hurt more people?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. You want your reading assignment, sir?
I would love my reading assignment.
All right. You are going to be reading The Department of Truth, Volume 1. This is something I heard about on another podcast, actually, and it really intrigued me. And I'll confess, I have not read this yet either, but I'm really interested in the plot line of this. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I'll read it.
Good. That's kind of the point.
Since we're going to be talking about it, I
guess I'll read it.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
No, I don't think so. Let me just ask Richard Dawkins here. Is there anything else we... Oh, he told me to get fucked.
Oh, get fucked. DJ Dawkins, bitch.
Yeah.
That guy's just like, he's out of control.
He's very talented.
He's very talented, but still like needs to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, I guess he's got layers though. Like I think he's a jack of all trades.
He's a jack something. He's abrasive. You know what I mean? Like he's a little abrasive.
He is too. Actually, he is very abrasive.
Yeah, I bet he is.
You should look him up.
I will not.
In the phone book.
I will not be putting that into my algorithm. 100% no.
Yeah, it's probably a good call.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've said it out loud and my phone is right here. So it's already in my algorithm, you son of a bitch.
Great. I can't wait.
God damn it. Hey, Andrew.
Great. Yes.
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Where can they find us?
Get fucked. They can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud.com/The Media Lunch Break. And you can also find us at The Media Lunch Break on Blue Sky, Instagram, or TikTok. We're at YouTube.com/The Media Lunch Break. Maybe if I get some time, maybe I'll make some videos. But also, maybe I fucking won't.
Maybe you can suck a dick.
DJ. Anyway, we have merch on Spring. You can find that at our Blue Sky. Again, that is at The Media Lunch Break, pinned right at the top. You can also check out our Patreon. That's patreon.com/The Media Lunch Break. If you want to see what work shirt I have on, the very green shirt I have, head over there and get on the Let's Get Intimate tier. And you can get a full video of every single episode that we have made. I was going to say ever made, but I don't think it's any. I should go back and look how many we have.
A lot. It's a lot.
It's
too many.
It's too many. It's too many.
Too many.
Yeah.
It's too many.
You can also send us an email at themedialunchbreak@gmail.com or visit our website, which is www.themedialunchbreak.com. Give us a rating and a reviewing on iTunes, SoundCloud, or YouTube. And last but not least, special thank you to Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
Who can get fucked.
Who can get fucked.
Yeah, like no one's business.
This has been... What are we talking about? Oh, Daredevil. This has been Daredevil. No, wait, this isn't the part that I do. I have to say this first. You can leave a rating and a review, and you can leave it right.
Like Andrew said.
Like Andrew said, you can leave a rating and review and write an app. It really does help people find the podcast if you leave a 5-star rating. So be sure to do that in your app of choice. And as always, if you leave that 5-star rating, you can leave whatever type of review you want in the review box. It does not matter. This week, if you leave a 5-star rating, just like DJ Dawkins says, get fucked.
What's your favorite slur?
Are you asking me that?
I wasn't, but I am now.
You just want them to put a bunch of slurs in the comments box?
Don't dodge the question.
Okay.
No, we're on this now. Come on.
Okay, we're on this? Oh, you want me to say mine?
Yes.
Just
Wow, that was a good one.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. I use it as often as possible, too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. This has been Daredevil Born Again season 2 and Superman Smashes the Klan. Next week is going to be the best damn day of the week, the Tuesday News Day.
Oh, the Tuesday News Day, yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, I had an idea and I can't remember.
Is Daredevil season 3 coming out yet?
It is. It's going to come out next week.
I wish.
Yeah. What was it? Fuck me.
Fuck me. Get fucked.
Get fucked.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, maybe it was Mortal Kombat 2. Do you want to see Mortal Kombat 2?
Not particularly. I haven't seen the first one. How am I going to know what's happening?
I think you can figure it out. You're a smart guy. I'm pretty sure you can catch up with Mortal Kombat 2. We'll put a pin in it. We'll figure something out. I forget. There was something I was like, oh, maybe we should do this. And I can't.
Wait a minute. Is it The Punisher?
When does The Punisher come out?
According to this thing I'm looking at, but I have to double check this, May 12th.
Hold on.
Hey, do you want to hear something super fucked?
Yes.
That I just discovered and found out?
Okay.
Do you know who Stanley Tucci's brother-in-law is?
No.
John Krasinski. The Blunt sisters.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Stanley Tucci's married to Emily Blunt's sister.
Really? Hey.
Evidently.
Oh, you're right. May 12th is when Punisher comes out.
That makes more sense than Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Punisher, one last kill. That's what we're doing. And Department of Truth. Wow, that took forever to figure that out. But here's the thing.
Don't worry. I cut out most of it.
I never know if that's true or not. I don't know. For all I know, you put extra in just to fuck me.
Maybe I'll add in maybe I'll put your curse word back in here, your favorite slur.
Oh, you mean when I said
Yeah.
So
yes, that's what I meant.
Thank you. If you listen to this and you're like, don't do Punisher one last kill, do this thing instead, send it over to us. You got an idea, send it over to us. If you got a reading assignment, you write something amazing, you want us to talk about it, send it over to us. If you're a creator, you wrote a comic, you shot a pilot, you made a film, something like that, you want us to put eyes on it and ears on it, you want us to talk about it, send it over to us. We'll talk about it on the mic. Hell, we'll put you on the mic, you talk about it your own damn self, okay? Other than that, that is about it. Look at that. There wasn't a thing. Now there's a thing.
Now there's a thing.
That's how easy it is. So go out and make a thing, man.
Go make a thing.
Don't do it. Other than that, I'm done. I'm finished. We're out. Let's get out of here.
Do you want to know what my favorite slur is?
Yeah.
Duty.
I thought you were going to put a long bleep in there.
I know. I thought about doing it, and then I was like, no, I should say something stupid and funny.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting.
I got halfway there.
Okay, cool. It's like a lime green, which isn't like a color I see on you often.
You know what my favorite color is?
What is it?